Hi, my name is Lauren Jack, and I am a licensed therapist here at Crossroads. And I wanted to borrow just a minute of your time to talk to you about something that I personally am trying to work on a little bit more. And that is called creating a morning ritual. And before we talk about what some potential rituals could look like for you, I wanted to talk to you about why. Why is it important, especially in the morning, to create these rituals? Well, we know that as we're sleeping at night and our body is coming out of that dreamlike state and into our conscious awareness, we are beginning to reorient ourselves and re-identify ourselves really from the day before. And so all of the same emotions and fears and anxiety begin to show up right there when we wake up. And so what we can begin to do to break that habit of that habitual way of being is to be more intentional about how we show up in the morning or the information we're giving ourselves in the morning. So what can a morning ritual look like? Well, for some people, it's sitting down and maybe for 5 or 10 minutes reading something that is of significance to them, maybe of your particular spiritual or religious orientation. Maybe it's something cognitive that increases the emotional state. Maybe it's writing in a gratitude journal. Or maybe it's writing about intentionality. How do I want to show up today? How do I want my kids to see me during this time? What kind of wife do I want to be? What kind of husband do I want to be? And it's really creating that time and that space to get clear on how you want to show up and filling it with information that is of equal truth. In addition to, of course, this incredibly anxious period that we're going through. And as we begin to do that, as we begin to fill our brain with more things that are working for us, what I call the law of association will begin to work for us as well. So the brain will give us more ideas. Or maybe we could be more patient. Maybe, that's true. I am grateful for this particular thing. And it begins to give us more information along those lines instead of always on this fear, anxiety level. And so this is just an invitation to you to, it'll look different for everyone. I know a lot of you out there have little ones at home. Maybe that looks like putting on an uplifting podcast and, playing with the kids, or for others who have more, more freedom in their environment. Maybe it's putting on some music and lighting a candle and, of course, meditation and deep-centered prayer and breathing. The jury is just out on how much that evolves the brain and how we can be more creative and more conscious in our day and all kinds of things. So what your morning ritual will look like will be different for everyone. It's just depending on your particular circumstance. But the one thing that I want to remind you is that this is unbelievable times. It's unprecedented. It's our brain's doing what it's supposed to do, and it's giving us a lot of anxiety. But we don't need to be inundated and run by that. We can begin to be intentional about how we show up. And this little, 5, 10, 15-minute thing of creating a morning ritual might be just the start of that. So I love that we're all in this together. I hope this tool is of value to you. Give it a shot. If it doesn't work, that's okay. But stay healthy out there and definitely stay intentional. Okay, bye for now.